This is Zachary Horn with Clean Code Studio, Clean Code, Clean Life. Today, let's learn some Vue.
Alright guys, so today we are actually going to go over a quick lesson in data-centric Vue component design. So what is data-centric? Basically we just set up our data so that it is more centrally accessible so we can loop through it more. So when we're referencing it, we don't have to do things like this where we build up the form. We can just console.log the form and it already has all of our name, city, and email properties. So there's really two things we need to do that. So the first thing is we're going to add this form object within our data object. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to come over here, we're going to add another input object, just like that. Alright. And then once we're done with that, we're actually going to add a fields array of objects. And all this fields array is going to do is we are going to actually loop through this fields array and then bind the form input up here. So how that's going to look is we're going to do key equals name, and key is going to map to the input key. And then we're going to do type equals text. And then we're going to do placeholder equals your name, just like that, okay? So then we're just going to copy that. We're going to do 1, 2, and then we're going to do one more. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now once we get those lined up, the next key is going to be city, the type is going to be text, and the placeholder is going to be city location. The next key is going to be email, the type is going to be email, and then the placeholder is going to be, let's get rid of that, is going to be your email. Okay? So now we have this set up to be data-centric. But if we open up our console, we're actually going to error out now. And we're going to error out because, let's pull that up, property method email is not defined. Well, that's because we're trying to vmodel to name, city, and email, but now there is no name or city or email at the base of our data object. It's inside form. So we're going to do two things. The first thing is we're going to add this v-for directive, and we're going to loop through the field in our form.fields, just like that. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to add key. Now, key is a special directive attribute in Vue, in the Vue API, and it just keeps, all this is saying is it just keeps Vue's reactivity system intact. So we just give each thing we're looping through a unique key. And we're going to call this field dot, and then we're going to do field dot key, just like that. And then we're going to do type equals field dot type, and then we're going to do placeholder equals field dot placeholder, and then we're going to do vmodel equals form dot input. Remember, form.input, and then field.key, just like that. So then if we go back here, we can completely remove all of these because we're looping through it now, and we can do that. So step one is if we reload our page, our input still works. Our input still works. If we go to Vue, we can go to our data object, and we can see that our input is properly two-way binded still. So that properly works. Now the second part is if we go to their console and we do save, well, form's undefined because we don't have this .name, we don't have this .city, we don't have this .email. Instead of creating or aggregating that form object from individual data properties, we can do this. We can do console.log this.form.input, just like that. And now if we go back here, we're back to where we started. So guys, that was a quick lesson on refactoring to a more data-centric approach. This gives us a lot of opportunities to do really powerful things once we get into composition and extending and other things like that. So thanks for tuning in, and next time we will be getting on to computed properties.